So something I try to do with my clients super early on is set expectations. And of course, my goal is always to find, the best possible home at the best possible price. But it's also my job to set those standards for what my clients can expect throughout the transaction process. And also helping them to understand that sometimes that perfect home, especially when you're working inside of budget or in this little bit of a more dynamic market, it's hard sometimes to find a perfect home, or it might not even fully exist. So something I like to say is, if we go out there and it's possible we find the right home at the right price, but maybe the location isn't quite what we're after, or maybe there's one less bedroom and not an office space, which we're really hoping to have. Or we could go out, maybe we find the right price, maybe we go out and we find that perfect location, but maybe the price isn't quite where you wanted. So it's kind of setting those expectations so that they know when to move forward and when to kind of hold themselves back.
Yeah, I think the limited inventory really changes things, right? Because I've seen this, I'm sure you've seen it over the past year as inventory's tightened up. And it's not to say that a borrower can't be choosy, but you can be too choosy, right? And the opportunities for that house that you're looking for that comes closest to your budget and location and style and size, like those only come up maybe once every 6 months. And, if you're a home buyer and you find something that's really close, like in this market, you don't let that get away, because you're going to be renting for a long time. Your lease just got renewed, right? And there's just not a plethora of properties that will meet those qualities.
Absolutely. And I think it's important to have maybe a 2 to 3 things that are super, super important, where you're like, these are my non-negotiables. I definitely think that's important to have, but I think there definitely needs to be some wiggle room, things that you really, really take some time and analyze before you kind of walk through that first property.